Matchup number 5 this week features Sucks. This year's sleeper in my eyes against That Damn Serb, the newcomer to Fraggle Rock. Sucks is favored by 13 over That Damn Serb. They're both projected to be over 100 points, with Sucks at 120 and with That Damn Serb at 108. Let me take you inside the numbers and tell you my predictions between the two. We're going to start at quarterback with Sucks and That Damn Serb. Sucks has Tom Brady against That Damn the Serbs, Matt Schaub. Brady's going to be going against Cincinnati. Schaub is going to go against Indianapolis this week. This is going to be an even matchup. I'm not going to go into what they're going to be doing that much. I am thinking both of them are going to be around that 18-point range. I think it's definitely going to be a push between the both. Now in the middle sections we have Sucks has Ray Rice, Ryan Matthews, Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush is a crapshoot. If he doesn't score, he doesn't get in the end zone, he's not going to put up a lot of points. He could get in the end zone, but he's not going to. He's going to put up about 5 points for you guys, and most of it's going to be through the air, catching the ball out of the backfield. Ryan Matthews, he couldn't have a better welcome to the NFL than going against the weak Kansas City Chiefs defense. Ryan Matthews, rookie running back, first time in the NFL. He's going to find his first sniff of the end zone as well. 14 points for Ryan Matthews this week. Ray Rice against the Jets. Now, this is hard. Hard-nosed defense against a hard-nosed runner. But Ray Rice is going to get his. Ray Rice is going to get about 80 yards, and I'm going to find the end zone about once. That leads to 14 points. Solid week for Ray Rice, especially against the one of the number one defenses in the league. On the flip side, the Serb has Michael Turner, which he was a gift, Sean Green, and Hines Ward and his flex. Turner against Pittsburgh defense, I don't like. He's a punishing runner against a punishing defense as well. But on the flip side of Ray Rice, Michael Turner, to me, is no Ray Rice. He's a one-cut runner, and he's just downhill. I see maybe 10 points, maybe 9 points out of Turner this week. Sean Green, we're going to see how he does as a feature back, and also we're going to see how many touches LaDainian Tomlinson steals away from Sean Green. I think that's going to be a major key and a major theme throughout the season for Sean Green. In the flex, you got Hines Ward. Hines Ward, we're going to see what he does. He's not a bad pick. He's a solid starter. I see about 6 points out of him. He had a lot of chemistry with Ben Roethlisberger. Unfortunately, Ben Roethlisberger is not in, and Dixon is. Dixon seemed like he had a little bit more chemistry with Mike Wallace this year in the preseason, so we'll see how that pans out. If it was me, I might be starting the burner out of Philly, Jeremy Maclin. I see him actually having a decent week. But in my eyes, if I was going to start any of them, I was going to be starting Darren McFadden, who's going to be starting out of Oakland in the beginning. I don't like McFadden, but I definitely think he's going to get more points out of the slot this week than Hines Ward. In receivers, I have to give the nod to the Serb. He's got Brandon Marshall, who's going to look to make a giant splash with Chad Henning in Miami against a really weak Buffalo team. I see Marshall going for about 14, 15 points. He's going to get about 10, 12 catches like he always does, and he's going to be over 100 yards receiving. He might find the end zone. I give him about an 80% chance of finding the end zone in week 1. Chad Ochocinco, we're going to see how this works out with Ocho and T.O. And there's not a better team to do it against than the New England Patriots. New England Patriots are going to put up points, which are going to force the Bengals to throw, and the Patriots defense is not very strong. So look for Carson Palmer to actually have a comeback sort of year this year and start to light some stuff up, and look for Ocho to get his points too. I find him having about only 40 yards, but I see him seeing the end zone at least once, so I'm going to give him double digits. I'm going to give him that 10 range. On Sucks, the receivers, you got Miles Austin, who I don't like this year, and I don't like him against Washington. I see him only 7 points this week. I don't see him seeing the end zone at all. Percy Harvin. Percy Harvin is going up the food chain because of the hurt to Sidney Rice. So week 1, but I still see Minnesota. I really see him running the ball a lot this week. Just getting their stuff under them and trying to slow down the Saints offense. So I think they're gonna try to control it a little bit more. I see him still having about 8 points. Percy can get it done. We'll see how it does, but I'm seeing 8 points out of Percy Harvin. Tony Gonzalez, he's been going downhill. I see him only 6 points against Pittsburgh this week, but on the plus side for Sucks, that damn serve has Greg Olsen. Week 1 is going to be his realization that Mike Martz is killer fantasy-wise to tight ends. He'll realize this, and Visanthe Shenko would probably be my starter this week and for the rest of the year. Defensive-wise, Ravens defense against the Jets, love it. I think they're going to plus 10 points. Defense for the Patriots against Cincinnati for Sucks. I don't like it. I see only 2, 3, maybe 4 points out of the Patriots this week. One thing I would do, one correction I would make for Sucks, I would definitely start Tim Hightower over Bush. I think in the very beginning of the year, Winston Hunt is going to really want to see who's the better of the 2 backs in the season, and they're going to give the chances to both Hightower and to Beanie Wells. I like Hightower this week. I like Hightower around 8 points against a really, really, really bad Rams defense. So I would take him out instead of the hot and cold Reggie Bush. That or Donald Brown. And that's just my opinion. You probably would be good to listen to me, but hey, you're going to do what you're going to do. My prediction for this matchup is Sucks will come out of it ahead. I think it's only going to be a 10-point swing, so my prediction is by 10 points.